This is John Neal at East Hamilton High School. I'm down here with Jake Chapman. We're still on our fall campus tour down here at East Hamilton High School. Today we took in the Hurricanes practice. Jake, what did you really like to see on a day that was a little sluggish for the Hurricanes?
Great running game. Their linebacker core stood out incredibly to me when I watched their defense. In the secondary, I talked to the defensive backs coach, and he said they were a little bit sluggish in their scrimmage the other day. But to me, it seemed like they had they were pretty physical, pretty aggressive, and they made some pretty good reads today at practice.
I'm here at East Hamilton High School with head coach Ted Gatewood. Coach, you had a tough scrimmage yesterday. How did you feel coming out in practice and have a successful practice?
Well, we felt good about it. We did some good things yesterday, and our goal today was to maximize the positives that we got out of yesterday's practice, and then go through and correct what was correctable. And the thing about yesterday's practice, everything was correctable. We felt like we corrected a lot of things today. The kids' tempo and kids' enthusiasm was good. And we learned a lot. That's what scrimmages are for. Scrimmages are for learning. And we learned a lot of things last night with that scrimmage. And we feel like we made some good corrections and put ourselves on the right track to improving this football team.
And talking overall of fall camp so far, what have you really liked from your football team and maybe some of the concerns that you see from them?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. It's a combination of probably youth and youth. We like the youth. We got a lot of good kids, a lot of hard-working kids, but our kids, we got to get them up to speed and used to what the tempo and everything is with games. But they're getting better at it. They're understanding it. They're eager, and that's the positive side of it.
And seeing some of that youth, I would go ahead and assume that expectations still haven't changed so far.
Oh, no. We got the same expectations we've had since we came here, and that is, number one, we're going to take care of what we can take care of. We're going, we can only take care of our program, our team. We can't take care of what everybody else does. So we got to do what we do and do it the right way and work for perfection in what we're doing.
This is Jake Chapman with River City Sports here with Demetrius Morgan. And Demetrius, 4-year starter here at East Hamilton. Yep. Now you're the big dog. You're the man in charge. You're one of the only seniors on the line. You're brand new starters and everything. How are you going to take that leadership role into the fall?
I guess I'll lead by example. Hard work. Hopefully, everybody starting together.
Do you think the offensive line, a lot of young guys, do you think this summer, and we'll start from spring to summer to now, do you think the offense has progressed?
Yeah, for sure. At first we didn't click as well, but now working out over the summer, stuff like that, getting to know each other better, we're doing pretty good.
And the running game, we were watching the running game. You pretty much have a guy in the backfield that can take it for 6 in a single time. So does that motivate the offensive line to block harder and to get the job done?
For sure. We got to get backs, and we want to make sure they get their shine, so we want to block hard for them.
This is John Neal for River City Sports. I'm here at East Hamilton High School. To my left is senior running back Matt Milletta. To my right is junior running back David Whiteside. Guys, talk to me a little bit about playing running back. Coach Gatewood mentioned y'all are going to run the football. Y'all are going to be a physical football team. Hitting gaps today. Y'all look very solid on a day bouncing back from maybe a tough scrimmage yesterday. Talk to me about that, Matt.
I just think running the ball, we've had success running the ball throughout these years at East Hamilton. Running the ball is going to set up some big pass opportunities on the field. We have some receivers that can make plays down the field. I just think spreading the ball out and running it will help us get the play action pass and get some big plays.
Well, I think our running game going to be solid this year, Been working in on our blocks and things like that, trying to get the passing game going for the quarterback. But, I think it's going to be just as last year, we running ball all the time.
And, guys, speaking with Coach Gatewood a little bit ago, he said the expectations haven't changed. I assume, y'all as players, being older guys, they haven't changed for y'all else. What are y'all going to have to do to keep pushing that Signal Mountain game coming August 22nd?
I think we just got to have the same vision that we've always had, and that's just focus on the week ahead, which will be Signal. And I think that if we have all the big players around, we just got to execute our reads and everything, and I think we'll be all right.
Well, I think key thing for me is just minimize our mistakes. Study the film and minimize our mistakes, then, we'll be good.
David Whiteside, Matt Milletta both stuck out, as well as Martez Dura in the backfield. You know what you're going to get out of center Big D. He needs personnel around him to step up, be more consistent. Woods needs to take a little bit more command of the offense. You know, there was times, as you could tell, he was still young, sophomore quarterback. A few more reps, a few more passing reps would be great. Like Coach Gatewood told us earlier in the water break, they are going to run the ball. They are going to be a physical football team. Defensively, I did like how the linebackers moved. We talked about a couple of them being a little undersized, but maybe, you know, that's just personnel-wise. They're still rotating in guys, getting guys reps, still pushing that first game come August 22nd versus Signal Mountain. But another thing really to reiterate is the detail that all the coaches were going into today. They were, you know, really teaching things that they were inconsistent with yesterday. Talk to me a little bit about what you saw maybe besides the defensive back coach, maybe what Coach Gatewood was iterating during practice.
He was very, very, very determined to make sure the offensive line knew how to run the counter today. He was very determined with that. I mean, I've never seen – I mean, if you're a guard out there, if you're a guard in his offense, I'm telling you, you better be ready to pull and you better be ready to really knock that backside linebacker, really. I mean, because he really, really reiterated that like crazy today. He was very strong on his offensive line, but, I mean, he coaches them. And, you know, they're a young group. They are. I mean, yeah, you have Big D at center, and he can cover pretty much the entire line, but the rest of them, new guys in it, I mean, he had to be very strong for them because this is brand new to them. This whole thing is like, what are they going to be like when the lights are on, Friday night lights are on them? So he's really got to make sure that they are ready to go. Their first game comes in the mountain.
This is John Neal with River City Sports. Jake Chapman. We'll continue our fall campus tour tomorrow at Brainerd High School.